Oh shit, is this going? Okay. What's up, guys? I'm here doing a tutorial on sliders, and this is exactly what we're going to be making, so there's no questions about it. Sorry about the background on that. But so we have a slider here and a label, and when we change the slider value, the label is going to change. It's a little glitchy, but don't worry about it. I got you guys. Alright. So let's go single view, slider tutorial, and we're doing this in Swift Xcode 6, guys, by the way. Load it up. Hell yeah. Alright, so we're going to want to get our main storyboard set up first. I decided I'd drag in a background here because I like when my apps are pretty. So I'm going to make this iPhone 4 size. It's just the way I like to do it. Image view for the background. Let's make this background. And I'm just going to add some constraints. Because again, that's the way I roll. Ah, we're frozen. Oh geez, okay. Now, let's get the slider in. Now, Xcode actually makes this extremely easy. I guarantee this will be easier than you thought. Let's make it nice and long. Okay. So here's our slider. I'll put it right in the middle. How about that? Yeah, okay. More constraints. Okay, here's our slider, so we're going to want to click on it, and then here's how it's extremely easy. You really don't have to do much. Right here is the minimum value. It would usually be 0, and here's the maximum value. Let's make it 100, because why not? And here's where it starts at. So if I make it 50, you see it goes right to the middle. Okay. Now what we need is the label to show the number. So we'll put that in there. Let's make it big. Why not? Not Y. Center. Okay. Center. Font size up. That color for some reason. Okay, we'll start it at 0 or 50 because that's where we're starting the slider at. Okay, now we're going to need to go into split screen. So make sure you're on the right file for view controller. And we need an outlet for the slider, so control drag. Outlet, I'll call it slider connect. We need an outlet for the label. Outlet, I'll call it label. Okay, now here's the beauty. If we control drag this slider again, and we select action, it automatically sets an action for value changed. I'm sure all this other stuff is cool, but this is great. So I'll call this value changed. So this action fires whenever the slider changes, and the whole sliding thing is already coded by Apple when you dragged in the slider, so that's great. So connect that. And now this is actually very simple. So we need a variable called current value, and we set it equal to slider.value. And remember, slider is the outlet for the slider, so it's just taking the value. Now we set the label. Label.text equals current value. And that's pretty much it. Now, what I'm going to show you is I'll run this, and if you leave it like this, it's actually going to show you the numbers in a decimal value, which I'm guessing you don't want. So right after this loads up, I'll show you how it's looking, and then I'll show you how to just turn it into all integers, which is pretty easy as well. Is it finally gonna run? Maybe. Probably not. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Let's go. Okay. I guess I didn't center that. I thought I did. Oh well. So yeah, there you can see it. It actually goes to decimal values for some reason. So I'll show you how to fix that. Let's stop this. Let me actually. I get a OCD about these constraints. There we are. Okay, so all we have to do is surround this in brackets and write int. Just like that. And now we get the integer value. So let's run that again. Okay, here we go. Okay, see my auto constraints, my auto layout worked out there. So adding that makes it just integers, so that's pretty cool. Now one more small thing you could do is if you happen to want it to look like this, like 50 out of 100, since we made the max 100 here, you just write that in the original label and then set the label text to current value out of 100. And that's actually similar to what I did in the most recent app that I've been developing. So we'll check that out, and then we're pretty much done here. So there you have it. It's pretty simple, but definitely something you'll come across in your developing career. So I hope that helped you out. There's a link in the description to check out the apps I've made, and there's a subscribe button. If you want to subscribe, then you got it. Alright.